Okay, so now let's move on as we continue on here with Fukudo and Kurobana. Let's take on Fukudo's next level 64 challenge entitled Kurobana versus the Arrowheads. Fukudo has thought long and hard about this. I've come to the conclusion that Kurobana might best be suited to plucking weeds from the paddy fields. Our village's name is actually a local term for the arrowhead, an aquatic plant that infests paddy fields if not kept under control. This is precisely why removing weeds is such an important part of rice farming. I do hope you are up to this task, Kurobana. If you fail this time, do not expect to have another chance to prove yourself. I trust you understand the importance of this task? Do not worry, Fukudo. Weed plucking actually sounds quite nice. I've always enjoyed little odd jobs like that. I recall Hayabusa mentioning he was looking for help tending to his paddy fields. Ask if he will allow you to remove the weeds from his paddies. Grin, please accompany him and make sure that he does as I have asked. Well, since we're gonna have to run out into a rice paddy, why don't we just go ahead and change a tire. And we're going out to the right. And we want to get to the opposite side. In fact, I should be riding my horse. Yeah, ride that horse, Corinne. Ride it! Let's check the map here. Okay, I think I see how this is gonna go. Maybe not. I really don't want that thing to attack me. Oh, they're down there. Okay. Ooh, almost missed it. Hello there, Mr. Hayabusa. You aren't related to Ryu, are you? Ah, you must be the adventurer I've heard so much about. And Kurobana, nice to see you as well. Is there something you would ask of me? Why don't we go ask him and find out? How kind of you to offer. You can never be too careful with those pesky arrowheads. Be sure to take care not to trample any of the rice plants when you're removing the weeds. Why don't you help Kurobana with the work, adventurer? Not many travelers have the chance to experience such a core part of life in Namai. Of course I'll help, I've done this before. Or you grasp the weed's stem before pulling, right? Well, since Corinne actually hasn't done this before... Precisely. Do not simply remove the top of the weed, you must remove the roots as well. Well, there's nothing more for me to tell you both. Please work the paddies on top of this hill for me. Off goes Kurobana. And we will extract. Sadly, there are Minobi in play. Which means combat could be inevitable. Yeah, can't we just pick weeds? Yeah, can't we at least do that? Like, why are they there anyway? There's no reason for them to be there. Alright, so we found an arrowhead. Here's one. Yep, what I tell ya. Sorry about doing this to your fields there, Mr. Hayabusa. Please do not think any less of me. And try and pull out some fancy ninjutsu. Don't climb walls or anything like that in order to sneak attack me and kill me off. Yeah, believe me, I'm not working for the Wakio. I'm just the Warrior of Light is all. Alright, let's go ahead and then pluck this weed next. Yeah, let me show you guys, because it is really, really small. Yeah, you can see it's in between the rice plants. Now here's what I've always been... This is what I've always wondered about rice. Like, it's grown in shallow water like this. But the thing is, when you have to get it prepared, it comes to you dried. So then you have to rehydrate it. So that you can actually make it somewhat... something palatable. Something you can consume. So, why is that? Why is rice grown in shallow water, then you have to dry it, and then you have to rehydrate it? And it's one of these mysteries of the world that I need to have cleared up. Hey, Hayabusa. Finished already. Here you go. Oh, I missed Mira leaving, huh? Fine work indeed. I see you made sure to remove the entire weed, including its roots. I also had Hayabusa check my work, and it seems like I finally have found a job I can do. Well, that's good. However, something did bother me a bit while I was working. Could be my imagination, but do these patties not smell a little odd? Odd? Is your nose quite alright? I tend to these fields daily and have never smelled anything strange. Honestly, I cannot fathom how you think it acceptable to criticize my patties when I've allowed you to work them. Do you make fun of people's children when you're guests in their homes? Aren't we jumping to conclusions? Or are you merely moaning because you had to engage in hard labor? Frankly, it matters not. Be gone with you. Well... yeah, geez, dude. Kind of jumping to conclusions. Thank you for all you have taught me, Hayabusa. I will leave you at once. Come along, Corinne. Let's go speak with Fukudo. Yeah. Poor guy. Like, he may have actually been aware, thanks to his enhanced sense of smell as a wolf, that he might have been aware of something that you weren't aware of. Watch, I'll bet we come back to him later. Yeah, I'm scratching my head on that. I'm scratching my head on that one. Yeah, an innocent mistake gets Kurbana in trouble again. Tell me, have we at last found the right job for you? Not really. Well, yes and no. Yeah, let me explain. So you're telling me that whilst the job went well, you managed to accidentally offend Hayabusa with a careless remark? Would you care to explain why you could not just keep quiet? It was not my intent... I think that was meant for Kurbana to say. It was not my intention to upset him. I was simply surprised by the smell of the paddy fields. Never mind. Hayabusa is a reasonable gentleman. I'm sure he only reacted how he did because of how much effort he puts into his work. I will go and speak with him myself. Well, maybe we can get it rectified, hopefully. Get some water in me and keep my voice going. Can't believe it's actually held out for 4 days now. So let's speak with Kurbana for the next Level 64 challenge entitled Kurbana Holmes. Kurbana does not forget smells so easily. I still cannot forget the smell of those patties. Something is definitely not right with them. I struggle to put into words exactly what was wrong with the odor. I just know that it was not normal. We Lupin have a heightened sense of smell. This is most likely why Hayabusa himself has not noticed anything odd. Sitting here doing nothing is likely to send me mad. Quinn, would you help me look into the source of the stench? Well, being an Elizan, I don't know if we can necessarily help you with that. Looking into the smell is fine, but take care not to anger Hayabusa any further. Do not worry, Fukudo. I promise I will not cause you any more trouble. First, I would like to visit some normal paddy fields just to confirm I am not imagining things. Meet me by the ones to the west. Very well. Yeah, for the times you wish you could have smell-o-vision. Yeah, we want to go up and meet up with Kurabana at one of the rice paddies to the west. Also, I should probably point this out as well. Notice something different between these paddy fields and the ones that we had to go through on the opposite side? If you guessed no enemies, you're right. So, maybe Kurabana is indeed onto something. As expected, the paddies here only smell of, well, rice. Which leads me to think something is not quite right with Hayabusa's fields. Let us revisit the paddies we plucked weeds from. Yeah, I think we all unanimously reached that verdict there, Ichigo. Yeah, I think we unanimously reached that verdict. Now we gotta get back to the paddies on the other side. Hopefully we don't accidentally cross paths with Hayabusa and piss him off again. I hope it does not come to that at all. Yeah, there's Kurabana, because yeah, here in these paddies we have the water sprites, and we also have the Minobi. It is as I thought. These fields have a remarkably different scent to those we just visited. Is the water to blame? Oh, did you hear that? Wait! I just heard a noise from nearby. I think it comes from the reservoir. Quickly, Corinne, let us check if everything is alright. And so off we go. We gotta get up to a higher tier, I guess. We can go this way to get to said top tier. No, I think we're gonna have to do some fancy maneuvering around on the map. Let's see here. If I go down and then I come from the right, I think I can get to where we need to be. So yeah, it looks like we'll have to drop off anyway in order to go to the right. And then we'll hold this direction. Sorry, Tigers, don't got time to play. Ain't got time to play with you. Oh, but now we have new threats coming our way. And also, is that a hunt? Or is that something... Okay, yeah. I think I see where the problem lies. Where did Kurabana go? Here we go. Yeah. Dead corpses and an Ochu. What is that foul creature? I have never seen such a beast before. Corinne, please keep the village safe from harm. Let's bring out my insurance policy. Hey, you Ochu. You wanna dance? Not necessarily like David Bowie, but dance all the same. Yeah. Let's dance, dun 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 dun. Let's dance. David Bowie, we miss you, man. And you're dead. And back to Kurabana. I had known you were powerful, but you might be even stronger than Hakuro. You have my thanks for slaying the beast. Oh, trust me, I fought way bigger than that. My days, that stench is quite something. It is the same one given off by Hayabusa's paddies, only much, much more foul. It would seem that creature was indeed the source. As to how it found its way to the reservoir, one can only guess. Perhaps it lost sight of its pack and came here seeking sustenance? The proximity of Hayabusa's fields to the reservoir is most likely why we were the only ones affected. They should be fine as long as he replaces the water. Any recently harvested rice may need to be thrown away, though. Perhaps I should also check the rice in the storehouse just to be safe. But first, let us speak with Fukudo. He will know how best to proceed. Alright then. Yeah, we may have found his calling. North American dance magic is your favorite? So are the dance emotes different depending on which server you're on? And it's not just each race has their own exclusive dance? Yeah, Fukudo, we have news for you. Back so soon? I just finished explaining things to Hayabusa. There is something you both need to hear. Corinne and I have found the source of the odor that was coming from Hayabusa's paddies. It was a creature that had made the reservoir its home. A creature, you say? When Corinne slayed the beast, it released the most foul stench into the air. I really think you should replace the water in your fields. To think that there had been a monster lurking nearby the whole time. Kurabana, my sincerest apologies for losing my temper with you earlier. I was foolish to ever believe for a second that gossip about you was true. You are a fine lad. I thank you for all you have done. I'm just glad I was able to be of service to Namai. Things could have been much more serious had the beast gone unnoticed any longer. That reminds me, would you mind if I smelt the rice in the storehouse? I am worried it may have also been contaminated. By all means, I doubt my own nose would be up to the task after all. Actually, Kurbana, do you think you'll be up to examining my fields on a more regular basis? If you were to learn the smells of the various diseases which affect rice, you would doubtless notice any infections earlier than any of us could. You mean to say I could continue to aid the village? I have never had anyone rely on me before, never mind a whole village. It is somewhat daunting, but I would love to help. And success! Oh, wait a minute. My apologies for eavesdropping, but... Is this male or female? It's male. Agata, would you mind having a look at my paddy fields as well? Word travels fast. Agata, you would truly trust me? Are you certain? Why, of course. Do not worry. I will pay you for any work you do. I would gladly do it for free. I never dared dream that a day when I would be of use to the village would come. I owe the fact that it is much to you, Fukudo, and you, Corinne. Thank you so much. Glad we could help you there, Kurabana. And thus, another wandering soul finds their happily ever after. And we got ourselves another 100,000 experience, plus I'll take this choker here. The Warrior of Light saves the day again. So there is that one quest that I came across on the way to getting back down over towards the Yuzuka Manor. But yeah, I'm gonna clear this one off first before we head on back out there. And since we pretty much know how to get there, it'll be easy to access. And this one will be easy. Go past you guys and find this mauled man. Is he still alive? I hope us passing him by did not mean he died off. Let's take on... Oh, should you choose to undertake this quest, you will receive no guidance from the journal or the duty list. You'll need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. Oh, great. It's one of those quests. At level 64, entitled Dearest Keiko, the body lying in front of you appears to be gripping something in its hand. A ravaged corpse lies in front of you. You notice its lifeless left hand contains what appears to be a journal. The book's jacket has been stained with blood and taken on a crimson hue. Flipping through its pages, you find what seems to be the owner's final entry. So yeah, it was too late for this poor guy. Yeah, I think we need to let the villagers know that he needs to be properly buried. Dearest Keiko, I often wonder if you have come to resent me for leaving you behind. Every moment spent without you by my side causes my heart to grow weaker and weaker. There has been many a time where I almost gave up, abandoned hope, but I knew I could not until the day I fulfilled my promise to you. The fact I know now this day shall never come pains me more than I could ever express using mere words. Luck has carried me back home, but it does not seem it can carry me any further. I would not protest were you to think me a coward. I wanted nothing more than to gaze into those beautiful eyes and tell you just how sorry I am. Tell me, do you still await my return or wait sorry we will be reunited someday? You spy a small sketch tucked in between the journal's final page and its cover. It seems to be the location where the two lovers promised they would be reunited. Map icons will not be displayed for the duration of the quest. Use the mauled man's sketch to search for his former lover. Okay. So yeah, let's look at the key item. Okay, so we have to find something that looks like this. Now here's the thing though. Is it actually here in Yansha? Yeah, here's the thing, it's actually going to be a place in Yansha. Because by the looks of it, it looked like some sort of reservoir where water was being held. A nice side quest, maybe, but if we can't ascertain the location of where this place is that the book indicates, we could be at this for a long time. I think going to first person and getting an idea will be a big help. So yeah, there needs to be water and there needs to be a wall. Actually, hold on. I might be thinking about this wrong. I think I have an initial idea of where this place is. I can't guarantee this is correct, but I'll give it a look. Yeah, until next time, fools. What?! So they hit me as I go, and then the fall damage kills me. What?!